Happy day 3, you guys. You get to eat. I know you're so excited about that, and your family probably is too. Maybe you won't be as cranky, right? I know I get rather cranky when I go through a detox. So today I want to stay on topic and keep this short because I know I'm hearing from a lot of you that it's just so hard to keep up with all the information. I know you're on information overload and you already have busy lives. I don't want these videos to stress you out. They'll be up for the entire challenge. So if you only have to catch up on the weekends on videos, do. But I really hope that you take the time to watch them, and I will try. I'm going to always have notes, so I stick to the topic. I'm going to try to start to shorten them up a bit. I just want you to have all the information, and I get really passionate about it, and I'm just a talker. I have the gift of gab, and no matter how hard I try, I can't shorten emails, and I obviously use a lot of exclamation points. That's just me. But so I apologize. But you can catch up anytime. But this one is important, and I hope that you do get a chance to watch it really soon. Fish oil, and specifically omega-3s. They're so important to get into your diet more. I think we're realizing it more than we ever realized in the past. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatory. And we need those because our typical American lifestyle and diet is so full of toxins, from the air and from the food that we're ingesting. And it's really, really important to get rid of this inflammation because the inflammation is the foundation of so many diseases that many of them are preventable if we can just control our fork, okay? So I want to encourage you to really listen to this video, and I hope that if I strike a chord with you, that you will do a little bit more research or even reach out to me individually via email so we can decide if this is a good thing for you. But let me say, I can't think of anybody except somebody who's maybe on blood thinners. If you're on blood thinners, this might be contraindicated for you, so talk to your doctor. But besides that, I can't think of anybody who should not be taking fish oil. Or I think the supplement is better, and I'm going to explain why. But there are two types of fats. The omega-3 fatty acids and omega-6 fatty acids. One is good, one is bad. Omega-3, good, anti-inflammatory. Omega-6, bad, it's pro-inflammatory. Guess what? Most of our junky food, sugar, vegetable oils, a lot of nuts are actually high in omega-6, but a lot of nuts have, like almonds are high in omega-6, but there's so many good benefits to almonds too. So what you have to learn, like anything, is moderation. Moderation. So the goal is to get the omega-3 and the omega-6 in balance, okay? In balance, like a 1-to-1 ratio. What's so eye-opening is that through study after study after study, they've kind of deduced that the ratio in today's world and with our lifestyle is 10-to-1, 6-to-3. So omega-6, 10, and omega-3s, 1, 10-to-1. So that's how many more omega-6s we are ingesting. No wonder we have such an epidemic of diabetes, type 2 diabetes, just obesity in general, but also fatty acids. So omega-3s are basically a healthy fat. Your brain is made up of 60% of fat. So we need to feed that with healthy fats for your brain to function properly, okay? So we're seeing, because we're so high in omega-6s, the bad one, the pro-inflammation, we're even seeing higher results of dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, strokes, it's scary. The brain is very much involved, and the brain is over half healthy or fat, made up of fat. So that old school belief of low fat was not good at all for the sugar content reason, as well as what's happening now with our disease rate, with the dementia and the Alzheimer's, like I was saying. So we need to get omega-3s. I think probably all of us listening need to be better with our omega-3s. I want to quickly do a side note about vegetarians because you probably don't even want to listen to this because you're like, I'm not going to take a fish oil and I'm not going to eat fish. And I get it. I get it. So the foods that, there are some foods, some super seeds that if you're vegetarian, that are high in omega-3s. And those are things like chia seeds, hemp seeds, and flax seeds. And those all can go in salads and overnight quinoa dishes, in your smoothies. But you need to, if you're not going to do anything else I suggest here, you really need to be ingesting those every single day. You're not going to get the same benefits as omega-3s are in foods, unfortunately. High good omega-3s are in foods that you won't really eat. If you can get yourself to take a fish supplement, a fish oil supplement, oh my gosh, that would be awesome. But so the other foods, if you really won't take a supplement, this is for everyone, not just vegetarians. This is for everyone. The foods high in omega-3s are like grass-fed beef and bison, free-range eggs and omega-3 eggs, wild-caught fish, wild-caught salmon. That's the big one that we always hear about. And adequate amounts, they say 3 to 4 days a week, consistently, not just 1 week, consistently. And that's hard to do. That is really hard to do, especially if you don't live, like I live in Seattle, so it is hard. It is easy to get wild-caught salmon here. And I have a lot in my freezer, but I don't want it every day. So I choose to take a fish oil supplement to get my omega-3s. But here's another reason that I choose the fish oil over the real food. So when you ingest omega-3s, your body has to convert it to some long-chain fatty acids. One is DHA and one is EPA. Don't worry, you don't need to know much. They're two long-chain amino acids that the omega-3 is converted to in your body to then go and be used by your body for good, for decreasing inflammation. So our body isn't very good at converting it. It's just not. It has to work extra hard to convert it. But it does it, but it just isn't very good at it. The fish oil, it's already converted. So it just gets in and it starts working, readily available. That's a good fish oil supplement. So that is another really important consideration for the supplement. So what are the benefits? More benefits besides just what I've said so far about taking omega-3s and getting more in your diet. Okay, so the big one is always, the number one will always be decreases inflammation. And then I also said it decreases your chance of, it helps decrease your chance of dementia and just some Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. It helps with that tremendously because you're feeding your brain those healthy fats on a daily basis. But it also decreases your risk of cancer because it works at the cellular level. Our cells are made up of lots of things, but healthy fats is one of them. And we want really healthy, strong cell membranes. And omega-3 works at the cellular level. Cancer is when cells kind of mass together and they just go out of whack. And we want to, hey, if we can decrease that any way we can, let's research it. Let's figure it out. Let's take that supplement if it'll help, right? So it decreases your risk of cancer. It decreases your risk of heart disease because a lot of heart disease is created because of inflammation. So that's a real big one. Another thing that you may not think about, but because it decreases inflammation, it helps with athletic performance and recovery. That's a huge one for me, especially. That's one reason I started taking it, to be totally honest with you. It also aids in weight loss. A lot of times you can't lose weight because of inflammation. So it aids in weight loss. It's not going to take it all away. You've got work to do still, but it aids. You need every tool you can in your toolbox when it comes to that stubborn fat, especially if you're into menopause and things like that. You need your tools, right? It helps improve your mood, and it also helps with depression. It helps you just handle things a little bit better. And there's actually a laundry list, an absolute laundry list. Bottom line, for optimal health, you need optimal levels of omega-3 in your system. So if you're going to take a supplement, you want to look for a supplement that at least has 1,000 milligrams or more of combined omega-3s of the DHA and the EPA. And I'm a firm believer you get what you pay for. I do know though that there are some really high-end supplements, especially fish oil, that aren't that much better, or even better at all, than a medium level of fish oil supplements. Some fish oil supplements are not manufactured well at all, so you do want to look for quality. And below this video, I am going to list some of my favorites, the one I take, and then some other ones that I have taken in the past that are good. I just found a new company that I really, really like, and I've been working with them because I actually combine my supplements together. So it makes it cheaper, but they're very high quality. So I have some examples for you, or I have some links for you below this video to check out. I would highly recommend doing a little bit of research on your own. And again, like I said, I would love to talk to you more about this. I really would. So we want lifelong health, right? We want longevity. This is one of the most important tools in your toolbox. Besides those who are on blood thinners, I honestly cannot think of someone who should not be on fish oil. So my goal is for you to research. I would love for you to order something or go buy something and get on something as soon as you can. And by Monday, week 2, I would love for that to be the goal, that you have something so we can start fish oil. And I hope you find that you want to take this for the rest of your life. What I kind of think about this is we're putting deposits in our health bank. We're putting deposits in, and it will pay off in the end. And you know what? Maybe not for all of us. I don't know. We can't predict the future, but man, I'm willing to try. And the research points to this is something we need to be concentrating on, okay? All right. So look at the rest of the information I provided for you, and I would love to hear more on the Facebook page if you are already on a fish oil, okay? All right, you guys, take care. Happy day 3. Go eat that food and protein and healthy fats, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.